I'm gonna try it, and if I don't like it, I'm gonna blame you.
Oh, okay. I don't know. This that every gun starts off bad.
She's chilling, aren't you, girl?
Here we go. I'm gonna try it at Numa Numa.
Alright.
And if it's not good,
What's the
I'm gonna
good
have
gun?
Robert go up there and slap you. Robert,
Why?
Do what?
get
What's
your
that?
pimp
Oh
hand ready.
crap.
Get your pimp hand ready, Robert.
They're like flanking us. They like
Oh,
spawn me in the middle.
right.
Alright, you're gonna use one of those on Cameron if this gun sucks. Here goes the test. Whoa. You know, it'd be cool, like, if he had armor on his butt cheeks, and he punched him, and, like, the armor on his butt cheeks just shot off.
What the heck?
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Wow,
Okay,
this is
Cameron.
such a good gun.
So far, I think your cheeks might be safe.
Wow, I just exploded a grenade for some reason. I don't even know how. Wow, this gun's really good now. Alright.
What gun is that?
The tier 31 LMG. I just picked it up off the ground. Whitley. Yeah. Alright. The bar.
So did you see the heavy metal dogs? I think we could do that with Baby Girl. We
Dang
could
it.
turn her into a star. Yeah, when she's all like,
Dan!
No. I didn't know we're that good. Whoa. Just sold out hoodies. Understocked hoodies. Whoa. Oh shoot.
Shoot.
Jeez. Could you shoot at the grenade in this game and have it explode?
you could punch it in the air and it'll kick it back at him.
Whoa.
I know, he keeps talking blasphemy, I don't know why.
You do know they have that crap on during the day here, too.
Whoa. He calls
What
it
crap?
crap.
I'm not.
What crap? What crap?
Well, Die Hard, they're playing it, during the day, too.
Heck yeah, you should watch that movie all the time. What are you supposed to
But-
watch at a certain time of day?
Christmas time. So it's a Christmas show. It's only supposed to be right.
Look at you. Look at you trying to limit happiness. Like, I could only watch these movies at a certain time. I could only do this at a certain time. You could only go use these certain kind of restrooms. Where's it stop? Where's it stop?
But what classifies it as a Christmas
It's about
movie?
the spirit of giving.
Oh, they're just walking away with this one.
What? I spawned on their
Oh,
at their
the
line.
spirit of Christmas. Since they have one Christmas
No,
party
it is
on
about
there.
the spirit of giving. He is showing those people the true meaning of Christmas and bringing his family back together home safe and sound.
Yeah.
But it's also an action movie, so you can watch it any time of the year and be reminded about the joys of the holidays. See, you're just thinking of it in the narrow frame that most people think of these things. You gotta open your mind and realize the joy you can have year-round with the Christmas movie that is Die Hard.
Thank
But
you.
he wasn't trying to bring his family together. What he was
Yeah,
trying
he
to do
was.
is for survival.
No,
He was just trying to stay
no,
alive. I mean,
no.
come
If
on.
that was it, he would have left his wife alone and would have walked out of that building.
He couldn't. They were all around him.
He would have fought out his way out of the building and go, but instead he went all the way to the top to save his wife, bring that family together.
Well, that's what people do when they're in danger. Wouldn't you do the same thing, or would you have walked out?
I mean, if you're framing it the way that you're framing, that he just walked out, like, or he just taking care of himself, then I would have just left.
Some people just don't like the bad guys,
I don't
and
understand.
then they feel like they're losing if they walk away. You can't let a bad guy win. Period.
You can if they've got a bunch of guns and you don't have any shoes.
And
But
then they
see,
put glass
But
everywhere.
see that again, the spirit of Christmas, the selflessness of it. He's invoking the spirit to do all these things, Father. You're just making my argument for me.
No, you're not. I don't see it as being a Christmas movie, though. I just don't. How many Christmas, or I shouldn't say Christmas, how many movies is Die Hard? How many they got?
There's Die Hard 1, 2, and 3. It
Which one
stops
did
there.
you watch?
1, you saw the
Okay.
first one.
So
3's
we'll
really
watch-
good. We need to watch 2, and we need to watch 3 next.
Is 2 as good as 1, or just Not as-
2's about. I'd say it's a little under 1. It's not as good. I think
So
it's
3's
around
better?
Christmas again, but this one's less about the spirit of giving. 3's better. 3's got Samuel L. Jackson in it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What's he do?
He's Samuel L. Jackson.
Whoops.
Fight with him?
That's all he does. Yeah.
What do you mean? What does he do?
That's where
is
he's
going
like,
on?
"Hey Zeus." He's like, "My name ain't Jesus. I thought that guy said Hey Zeus." No, he said Hey Zeus, like Zeus. So his name is Zeus. Yeah, Die Hard 3 is good. They made newer ones. There's like Die Harder with a Vengeance, Die Hard Muppet Babies or something. I
So
don't
those
know.
are good.
They made more after 3, but you don't have to watch the ones after 3. They're stupid after 3.
What does that
1, 2,
mean?
and 3 is all you need.
Is it like the new Fast and Furious movies?
Now, instead of getting better, these get worse.
Oh, the new. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it's like Fast and Furious about family.
No.
Actually, it does turn into a movie about family. His son shows up at one of the movies.
Whoa. Oh my. Dang. Go in.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa, somebody already got the nuke? Wait, no, this is a bombing run. Never mind.
I was gonna say, what? Where already got the nuke?
I'm used to hearing that sound and then the nuke coming.
Dang. Dang.
Man,
Dang. Where's the challenging players? Oh. No, I should just handicap myself.
whoa. He's gonna put his hand
What's
on
a
the table.
terrible weapon? Look.
Yeah.
What?
He's gonna get out of his car limping. Like, guys, I deserve this spot.
Oh, thank you, sir. Alright. Nope.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Oh crap. Right. Right smack dab in the middle. Over by the truck in the middle.
Holy crap.
Four of them coming off to the left there.
Please. Okay, thank you.
Down that trail there. Whoa.
I need a bigger clip. I need a bigger clip. This gun is just dying on the vine.
Oh my gosh.
No, shoot.
This gun is a chore. Are you?
Wait, didn't Cameron Cole play the game? Or was that last game?
That was like two
That was last thing, yeah.
things
That's a
ago.
couple of days
Oh,
ago.
okay. Did he get it then? I wasn't even paying
Yeah.
attention.
That was like 2 games ago.
Whoa,
Runner up.
brother's laughing at your achievements.
Yeah, okay.
But I did vote for you. Yeah, I gotta back you up.
What?
But boy, when I was recovering, they rolled me in there and I was snoring like crazy, I guess. But
Whoa.
my oxygen level dropped. So then the
Uh-oh.
anesthesiologist had to come back in, and then they pumped oxygen. They put a nasal cannula on me, and then my oxygen level came back up. But I don't know why it was dropping so bad.
You didn't wake up and tell him it's because you're so healthy that you need more oxygen than a normal man.
I said, nah, I usually let it go down to 50. I'm all right. They were, so then, yeah, a few minutes later, it went back up to normal. But yeah, that's the best sleep you had. Maybe I should get some of that anesthesia and just stick it in me.
You know, that's side effects, right?
Yeah, I know.
I'm just
Everything's got
saying.
side effects.
That's what happened.
Kim, did you change the gun to number 7 here or not?
Yeah.
Did you? What happened to
Why?
my other gun? I just was wondering. I like this
Uh,
gun too, but
yeah, you can get your other gun back.
Look,
did you
father,
put it in another
Cameron was
file?
watching you play with that other gun. He said you were trash with it, so,
Oh, I'm sure. There's no doubt about it.
Are you kidding me? Okay, okay. I'll let that pass. I know you're aiming towards him. I was the one that died too. Oh my gosh! I should just use. What? I just spawned right behind him. I was gonna be like, nothing personal, kid, and then just start. I don't know, going to town.
Whoa. You be going to town on them nuggies?
Are you kidding me? It's a riot shield user.
Damn, I hit him.
Pick up the gun. Oh. But hello, what's the stun mine? Can.
Damn.
Yes, pull the pin. That's not. Yes. Yes. Ah, crap.
Son of a fuck.
I can flank. Try to.
Oh, shoot.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Right side, down that trail there, there's a couple of them. Got one.
Did he just kill himself?
Oh, shoot.
Push the pin. Are you kidding me? I was just about.
Dang it! Come on.
Mm, mm, mm. Mm.
Shoot!
Put it down! Put it down! Wow. Why?
He knew you were coming.
Wow.
Good job.
Hi, baby girl. You're such a good girl. Yeah, you are. Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Wait, what? Yeah?
Yeah, I didn't
You
vote
think
for myself.
you think
What?
Cameron was
Wait,
gonna
wait.
get more
Yeah,
than one
I
vote?
got near my enemies.
Yeah, he got participation trophy. Yeah, but you know what? Eliminations win the game.
Hey, wait. I did the arithmetic and that don't add up. Hey, wait.
What?
Hey, wait. There's four of us and one of each. Baby girl. Right, baby girl? I know, yeah, I know.
No, I didn't.
Well,
I vote for the random.
I actually voted for the most eliminations only because I was petting baby girl and all I could do is push X.
Also, it could be a
Yeah,
random.
who voted for Cameron?
Wow. Wow. Well, I didn't vote for myself. I voted for the enemy. I mean, not,
Yeah.
not the enemy. No, I voted for the random. I meant to vote for the random.
You're a good girl. Yeah, you are.
There's nothing
Cat.
impressive. What? La Last time I got highest KD, I didn't get any votes. It was like most eliminations or tags. No. It's another guy. No. Okay.
Left side, there's a couple. Down that hall.
Dang, they're just camping.
Dang it! Got the guy on top of it, so we got me. He's down on the stairs there.
The heck?
Damn!
Toss the stupid disc! Oh my god. Someone's flanking us from behind. No. No. Oh. No. Don't think so. Could be.
Whoa, got bit by a dog.
Oh my god. That's a lot of them.
A lot of them are in that castle.
Let me.
Ah, you bastard. Oh, man.
They got that far. Better be careful of feeding. Fire bombs is high. Dang it! Why did he peek?
Can't see with all these flames. Oh, hell.
Oh wow, wow, wow.
Bull crap.
Oh my gosh, that guy's just sitting up there.
Unbelievable.
Man, they gave us a bad game. Wait, now that's actually impressive. I thought that's participation. Where'd Noe go? Where'd Noe go? Yeah. Oh.
Didn't he get on us about not doing that?
I'm
Oh.
still on. Why are you
Oh.
guys doing this? Why are you doing this to me? I'm still on.
We just couldn't hear you.
What do you mean you couldn't hear me? Nothing changed.
Nothing changed? Oh.
The dome. So did you sign your papers for your refinancing or what?
I did all the ones I could electronically. The Social Security one you have to print out and sign it and then fax it in.
The Social Security one, what are you talking about?
I forget what it's called. Authorization for Social Security check something or another.
Wait.
So are you working with somebody or you doing this all online?
This is the Carrington Mortgage people. So it's one of the reps from there.
Okay.
Why?
Oh. The way you're doing it is different than what we had to do. I mean, it took us a good couple of months to get ours done.
Why is that?
Well, they did all the checks and everything like that. Even though we were Chase customers, it still took a while to do.
Well, they still
Because-
got to do most of the checks, and then we've got to do the inspection. So all that isn't. I still have to go through all that.
Right. Yeah, I'm a Prime member.
Oh no, I'm out of ammo.
Yeah, I still got to do all that. This is just the initial paperwork to kick everything off, and
Okay.
yeah, because I had to submit, the pay stub stuff and other stuff to.
What were
So
you
that-
getting interest rate anyway?
I'm 4% is what I'm gonna get.
Really?
Yeah.
I would try somewhere else, actually.
Really? You think I get lower than 4?
Heck yeah. We got a 2.7.
Oh, I mean, I've got a 6 right now.
Yeah, but still, you should be able to get it down there. That is high. I mean, I know they're going up. It's going up, but it's not the. That's not. Shouldn't be going up right now anyway.
Hello. Hijack! Okay, thank you. You can hack their, no.
Whoa.
No, the engineer can hack stuff now. No. Come.
Look, I heard him speaking that weird language there the other day. I heard him do it. So you're thinking I should call another bank and unsign everything that I just signed?
Yeah. What's your credit rate anyway? I mean, your credit score pretty decent.
Oh my
Yeah, it's
God.
pretty decent.
Yeah, you should be paying no more than 3.2 at the least.
So go find
most.
another bank to take over my mortgage?
Yeah, I would if they're not going to give me anything better than a 4. That's high.
Yeah, but I don't even know what bank to go to. They all sold my thing last time.
No, because but you still owe about 60,000 on there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Oh man.
Wow. But
I mean,
I would, yeah. Are you going for a 15 or a 30-year mortgage?
I think
Are you
this one's
refinancing?
I think this one's a 30 on the
If
free
it's a
finance.
30, then yeah, you're going to be paying that much. But if you go 15, that's what we did. You'll knock it down, and it doesn't double your payments. And I think you make enough knowing that you could actually not even worry about.
Well, that's what I wasn't too worried about it. I wanted the percentage down, and then
Right.
I'm still going to continue to pay it off.
But you're not paying it down. You're giving them money back to them by going back up to 30 years because you've had the mortgage for what 15 years now.
Yeah, but if I go back up to 30 years, I'm not going to pay the rate that they're going to ask for. I'm going to pay at the higher rate, so I should get more back to the principal, right?
You're still. I mean, your payment's going to go down, but you're still going to pay the same amount, even more when because now you're paying another 15 years. So technically, your house you'll be paying about 45 years instead of the normal 30 years. You know what I mean? By
Oh,
putting it down to 15, now you're going to put it back up to 30. So yes, it's going to bring it down because you're not. At first, you took a $99,000 out. Now you only take a $60,000 out. But still, you're going to be paying a lot more interest because you're going to be paying 15 years and more interest. So 180 days, 180 months, you're going to be still paying interest more than you should have.
oh, since
So
I have to hit that, so I should see if they can do it for a 15 year.
ask for a 15 year, and you should get it down to because all banks are about the same. So I would go with try doing the 15 and see what the interest rate is.
Uh,
And because even if you even if you pay $1,000, ooh, somebody's in there. $1,000 a month. You go 15. This is just an example though. Your payment's not going to go more than 13. maybe 1,300. So it's only going to go up a couple of hundred more dollars.
But
So
the
it's-
overall amount's going to be lower.
Yeah. So you're going to be paying more principal than interest if you go 15.
Are you kidding me?
See what I'm saying?
But that only works. Well, I mean that just works in general then. Because no matter what the percent rate they give me, I'll have less years for them to spread that rate against. Is what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah. And you'll be in better shape doing the 15 and paying a heck of a lot more less interest.
So even if you beat the interest rate or you pay it off early, you still have to pay the full amount of the interest rate.
No. It
Well,
actually
that's-
stops.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Even though it's a 30 year, if I pay it off
Uh-huh.
quicker, then it doesn't matter, right?
It depends on how fast you pay it off, though.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna
If you're gonna
wait 30
Well-
years. I might try to get it under 15 years,
see,
or
then you might as
even
well just
quicker.
do the 50. You might as well just do the 15 years then. Because
Anyway.
then you'll still be paying more interest with a 30-year mortgage.
I'll be paid more, but if I plan to sell it like within the next year or so, does it even matter? I'm looking at being able to have like maybe some extra money just to throw on the house if I need to get it fixed
Right.
up to sell. So I don't want to take a loan or anything. I just want to refinance with a lower rate, and then I'll either pay it out from selling it, or I'll
Jeez.
put more money and pay it off. But either way, at least with the lower payment, I can increase or decrease whatever I'm paying now and funnel that money to fixing the house, is my thought.
So where are you planning on moving at, though?
I don't know. I might just rent a place.
The heck?
I might
Or-
look at what jobs are out there. I don't know if I'll stay in St. Louis or if I'll move somewhere else.
Okay.
I'd only been looking in St. Louis, but I mean,
As
I
far
might
as
look
jobs
elsewhere.
go,
yeah. But I mean, I've been contacted all over the country for jobs, so
have you?
yeah.
Whoa.
But it's all crappy places that I don't want to move.
What do you mean?
Like middle of nowhere, what, Tennessee, middle of nowhere, what, Alabama. Like, hell no.
Is there like a Detroit job?
It's
Please
worse
don't
than
take it.
Detroit. It's
What
like,
do you mean?
It's in the middle of like racist central. Like, uh,
Would you rent a place with more room?
Dang.
yeah, I mean, I want to get a house, and I want to upgrade a house, but I kind of want to do it in a spot where I want to be for a bit. So I don't know if that's maybe save to get like that vacation home, or start looking for that vacation spot and just buying that house, and then finding just some place to rent. For me, so I mean, if that's the case, I don't need that much room. I can just rent somewhere that's not too expensive, but that's nice. Or I could find a place that I want to live and work from home. Because not only that, like if I find a place that like I want to buy a house and kind of it's really nice to have. Like right now I'm virtual, so as long as it's near somewhere where I can get to a plant, I'm fine. So I mean that would make me stay with Boeing. But you know, if I could find a job somewhere where I could get the house, then I'd buy a house. I guess it depends on what I see. A lot of depends. But I'd rather make a plan and get a move on getting the house fixed up and sold and trying to get it while the getting's good right now, and then figure the rest of that out.
Yes. And that place is on a cockroaches, please.
Yeah, just don't live there. Just ask if there's anything called a cockroach near it.
If they're hooked up to the city sewer, you're stuck with them.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
If you're hooked up to the city sewer, they come up through the pipes.
Aren't you hooked up to the city sewer, Robert?
You,
The city sewer?
Yes.
Damn. Okay, any?
I do have city water.
I just got to play the game.
Okay. Any, I don't know how to say it. Just big cities, just avoid big cities, please.
yeah, I have air conditioning.
Air con-
What do you mean? What do you mean lack of air conditioning? Nobody's place like turns off as you're running through.
Yeah, I mean, you're like,
That's new though. That's my power grid, because that didn't happen before when we ran those.
okay, no ghetto power grids either, so.
Yeah, that's big city
What?
stuff.
Man.
The lead was ours for a little bit. Dang.
Here we go. Here we go. Play the game. Yep. Here I am. Watch me. Watch me.
Look, Dad was worse of a confirmer than me.
Whoa. Whoa, look at that gun.
And see, I had a missile, but they wouldn't let me do it because the sky was too crowded.
A high score again? Really?
What do you mean, really?
I don't care if you vote for me or not.
That's what I was thinking. So does a 15-year help me then?
15 will be a lot better. And even if even if you're doing it short term, you're still going to save a heck of a lot of money. Because say 6-7 months, you're going to pay. See, your interest will be probably out of $60,000, maybe you're going to pay. I'd say, say $300 for interest. But you go 15, it puts it down to about, maybe $210. So you're going to save like that $80, $90 a month just by going. You see what I'm saying?
Only on the interest though.
On the interest, yeah. But if you're going to even sell it in 6 months or whatever, you're going to rent it out or whatever you're going to do, you're still going to get more down on your principal than you will the interest. 'Cause
Yeah.
right now, you're just going to pay
But my
a
payment's
heck of a
gonna
lot
go
more
up.
interest. It's going to go up, but you're still going to be all right though. You're still going to be pay a lot less interest by doing the 15 than the 30. You will definitely get that back better if you go to 15, because your principal will be down more than what it would be. It's just 15 is the way to go. Whether, unless you're a first-time home buyer, and you got to go 30 years because everything else is cheaper. Yeah. And what about paying your own interest or your own insurance and your own and your own taxes?
What? Take that out of escrow is what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right.
Damn.
I guess I'll have to
Oh
call the
my.
guy tomorrow, because that changes all of it.
And check out that. Damn, where they coming from?
What? Okay, this game sucks now. Goodbye.
Check out the what?
Yeah. Check out paying your own escrow.
They have
Because,
dogs already? Wow. Oh, it's 2 bullets for him.
Straight, or does the bullet?
Thank you. What is this gun shooting at? Aye.
Because you pay your own escrow, it's going to save you more money. And you're paying them to pay for your insurance. some reason, I'm hitting these people and they're just hitting them and not going down. Where in the hell is he at?
I shoot him with a 3-line rifle and he still lives.
Unbelievable.
What?
Son of a bot.
What are they spotting me here for? Alright.
Unbelievable.
Really? Okay.
Oh man. Another damn dog.
Shoot at the dog. Oh my gosh. It's bomb and run. You know what?
Behind us, behind us. I think he's down.
What is this shotgun? It doesn't even hit him.
Yeah, you pay your own escrow. They charge you for them to pay it for you, and your payment will definitely go down to under $500.
Alright. Alright, I'll see if I get a hold of the guy tomorrow.
Okay.
Hopefully I can. I've already signed all the crap.
It's not official because usually you have 48 hours to decide if you want it or not. So they can always redo it. It's not a big deal for them.
Alright.
It's all on the computer for them. But 4% is quite high. Should be 3.2 maybe, if that. And see if you're paying the that private insurance.
What do you mean private insurance? It's through State Farm.
Yeah, but you still, if you're not 20% of what the house value is, you have to pay, what's it called, P&I, is it private mortgage insurance, PMI, yeah, PMI. The private and mortgage insurance, and they tack on, like with Roberts, he didn't have the 20%, and he was paying like $70 a month just to have this private mortgage insurance. Everybody pays it, unless you get it under the 20%. Once you get under the 20%, you know, it's all a game. They take it off. But they wanted to make sure that the private mortgage insurance is thrown in there, so if you default on your mortgage, then this insurance company will pay the mortgage company and pay it off. And you being at 60%, I'm not sure what the value of your house is to where, you know, if you'd be down there or not. Because 20% would be, say it's a $100,000 house, you'd have to get it under the 80% or 80,000, and you have that. So I think it should be taken off already.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think I looked at my documents for this year and the PMI was 0.
Okay, then you're not paying it right now then.
Yeah. I was gonna say as soon as you said that I was like, oh, you know what? I saw a line for that when I did my taxes and it was 0.
Yeah. That adds up big time.
Oh my gosh. Right side. Oh, thank you.
Damn. Why would anybody be down there?
Are they all in the theater? Oh my gosh.
Damn. I don't know where they're shooting me at. Oh, got him.
Attack dogs ready for action. Who doesn't love a puppy party? Our attack dogs are on the loose.
They're all at the center. They're around that fencing. Off to the right.
Heads up. Allied mortar fire coming. Care package coming for you. They got a little guy.
Oh crap.
Allied glide bomber on the way. Recon.
What the heck?
Wait, the 30-line rifle has a bayonet on it?
You can add it, yeah.
A weird attachment to have.
Why's that?
I would expect there would be a better attachment for a sniper rifle than a
Enemy
bayonet.
care package
One.
inbound.
No, because that's what you want when
Shoot.
they get up close. These
Yeah.
sniper rifles aren't supposed to work like shotguns.
Why don't you want something that helps long distance?
Maybe. But usually you attach bayonets
Ready to
when
break.
you're going over the trenches.
Really? What the heck?
Heads up. Allied mortar fire coming.
Wow. Like, okay.
Allies called an airstrike. Watch your head.
Oh man.
Allied mortar fire inbound. Double kill. Hostile recon in the air. Spies in the sky. Two can play our spy.
Shoot.
Recon aircraft mortars ready to bracket.
Really, I keep holding.
Who keeps on calling the stupid counter spy plane?
Coming in.
I need to keep using
Allies
while.
And we're all stuck in one spot.
Light bomber assist coming in.
One's behind and flanking if you're in the building.
Friendly glide bomber incoming.
Whoa.
Allied aircraft.
Got the teddy bear.
Whoa. How do you get the teddy bear?
Just got a flamethrower.
Whose kill streak is this?
One just went in the building.
Got a guard dog coming in.
Is this assault? How is
Oh
this
my God.
up to 150? But
Grab
it's
those
like,
bags.
eh,
They killed him! They killed my dog!
what the heck?
Kill denied, but don't give up yet.
He's in the corner. Name a better place. Wow.
We're breaking their backs.
Where the hell is it? Okay.
Hot dog strafe inbound.
Uh-oh.
Enemy
Get
care
out.
package inbound.
You know what?
Light bomber incoming.
Whose care package is that? Grab it.
Yeah, it's
somebody.
theirs.
War machine coming up. Friendly bombing run on the way. Allied mortar fire inbound. Got a guard dog coming in.
Dang it.
That's the way to end the night, with a victory. So let me know how's that refinancing going. See if they can do it.
Yeah, I'll get a hold of him. I'll shoot him a note tomorrow and say,
See if they
what's
can
a
do it.
15-year look like? Yeah.
Just in the long run, it'll be better. Your mortgage will be a little but
No, it's gonna be
you-
higher.
well, for your 30, then so that's what makes it look appealing. Is gosh, my mortgage is down. Well, you're going to be paying more interest anyway. So, not always better to
that's-
pay less.
But that's more interest over time. If you pay it off early, then you don't have to pay it, though.
It it is actually going 15 is the way to go. Plus, if you can pay your own escrow, regardless if you're going to be there 5 months, 10 years, whatever, you're going to be paying less interest if you pay per month, and that's what you got to add up. Is how much you pay in a month, and then even if it's $30 less a month going 15, well, you got to think that's $30 a month. So the next month you're going to save $60. Then the next month you're going to save $90. So it all adds up at the end. If you understand that part. So,
No.
alrighty.
All
I'll
right.
talk to y'all later.
All right. Talk to you later.
Okay. Love
Good
ya.
night.
Good night. Love you guys.
ya. Alright. I'm gonna get off. Alright. Hope you guys had a great Valentine's Day. Alright. I'm getting off this stream. Alright, see ya. Have a great day. I don't know what I'm gonna stream next time, so.